New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
You can handle me, nigga.
Right?
No, you're not.
Listen, as a woman, I'm supposed to be naturally
Because you
feminine.
we gotta handle the world, and now we gotta come home and handle a woman, bro. Like,
Yeah, so why do you
robbed
want
you of
something to be by
femininity.
yourself? I mean, she ain't wrong. So y'all supposed to handle L attitudes or whatever come with us. So, like she said, either get right or get lost. Or, as you said, go be with somebody, another woman from another race. Because ain't no black woman being submissive to no man, no matter what race you is. Because ain't no black woman being submissive to no man, no matter what race you is. So it's ever take me as I am, or be single and go do you. Simple. So she ain't wrong. She's definitely right. It's ever handle me or not.
All right, so the next part is going to seem a little bit confusing to some, but the reason why I have the items that I'm going to have listed and it's going to deal with this video is because the modern day black woman has stated that black men need to be able to handle them, right? And in response, I'm going to show these modern day black women these are actual things, real world, that need to be handled because they are detrimental, they are highly volatile, and they have the potentiality to take many, if not millions, of lives. Right now, notice I said that all of these things here are detrimental. They can have a cause or an effect of illness, severe illness, and or death. But yet, for whatever reason, black women want to be placed as the same type of branding and or title as deadly chemicals, right, that need to be handled. One, botulinum toxin. Botulinum toxin is basically the most lethal poison known to man. An average 70-kilogram human being only would have to take around 100 nanograms of this protein in order to die. If you put that into perspective, 1 gram of this toxin can kill more than 1 million people. Ricin is one of the most dangerous chemicals in the world. Ricin can be found in castor beans. Protein disrupts the ability of the body to assemble proteins from amino acids in the ribosomes. The inability to make proteins, a very basic type of cell metabolism essential for cells to survive, causing damage to the nervous system, kidneys, and the liver in hours to several days. The solution is a name that chemists give to a mixture of hydrogen peroxide and sulfuric acid. The result on a strongly oxidizing acidic mixture. The piranha name is quite appropriate since it easily eats through organic matter. As a matter of fact, this mixture is used by chemists to remove organic residues from glassware, although the glassware has to be very valuable and all other common methods are also unsuccessful. Dimethyl mercury. Karen Witterhahn was a chemistry professor working on toxic metal exposure. Ironically, she died in 1997 due to exposure of dimethyl mercury. One of the most famous dangerous lab chemicals is Me2HG. Professor Witterhahn was using full protective equipment, but unfortunately, a couple of drops of the mercury fell on top of her gloves. The amount of the compound that could be absorbed through the gloves and her skin was enough to kill her by metal poisoning slowly after less than a year. Even after using very strong therapy, it was still not possible to save her life. Dimethylcadmium. If you thought dimethylmercury is nasty, meet its bigger brother, dimethylcadmium. It is not only highly toxic as Me2HG, but it is also highly reactive. Dimethylcadmium is also very volatile, and inhaling only a few micrograms of it can lead to cadmium metal poisoning and eventually death. So if a woman, if a modern black woman is literally telling you that you have to handle her, just remember that she is saying that she is in the same box as some of the most dangerous chemicals that I've clearly listed here. Anytime you happen to hear a modern day black woman saying like, "Oh, in order for a black man to be strong, he has to be able to handle me, handle my attitude, and all this other type of stuff." Just note that they're telling you that they're a very dangerous chemical, and normally, right? There's pretty much not a lot of black men out here that are scientists. So if you have to handle a dangerous chemical, you might as well allow a professional to sit up there and do that. Somebody who is, registered, somebody who has their paperwork, went through school, know the safety measures, because obviously that's not you. So obviously that's not the lane of the type of woman that you should be dealing with. So by all means, you should back and close the door and allow professionals to deal with that dangerous substance. Like I said before, I've never seen another group of women on this planet that literally state that a man has to be able to handle me. Excuse me? And do it look like I'm a scientist, a physicist? Like, what are we working on here? A nuclear reactor? That's something that needs to be handled, right? A power station. That's something that needs to be handled. Other types of radioactive material. That's something that needs to be handled. Explosives. That's something that needs to be handled. But you have modern day black women literally sitting up here saying, you got to be able to handle me. Wow. And it's like they just keep repeating the exact same thing, not even understanding that they're literally telling men out here that I am dangerous, that I am lethal, right? That I may very potentially lead to or cause your death or severe illness because of the way that I need to be handled. And then you got the one at the end talking about, oh, and no black woman out here is going to submit to any man out here, no matter the race. That's actually quite a lie, because whenever black women go out into corporate America, how she looks right now, how she's sitting up there talking, if she actually had to get a job in corporate America, her whole look, her whole face, her whole demeanor, her whole type of masculine type of deal that she was doing there, that'd be whole different. And if it ain't, she ain't getting that job. I promise you that, because corporate ain't hiring that. Let's just be real. If usually, right, for companies, they want women to be the face, right? So the first person that you normally see when you come into a building is usually, a woman's face there. She's usually the receptionist. She's the greeter. She's the one that's going to welcome you in. She's going to be the one that's going to make it feel like home, make it feel like you belong here, make it seem as though this is somewhere you want to be, right? Somebody like her is not going to be the face of that company. She knows that. We're just going to sit up and call a spade a spade. We all know that is just going to be the case. I don't care what nobody has to say. It's not even up for debate. Because, like I said before, if I'm wrong, then she would actually have a corporate job, but she don't. I can more than likely promise you she does. She is not the face of somebody's company, unless it's her own, if even that. But like I said before, anytime black women enter into the corporate business world, they change up their hair, they change up the tone in their voice, they change up their makeup, they change the way that they walk, they change up their clothes. They pretty much change every single thing in order to accommodate, right, what that corporate body needs, right? So that she can actually hold on and keep that job. Right? So nobody's going to sit up there and say that submitting to the corporate is a bad thing, even though corporate is owned by who? A white man. Who is signing those checks? A white man. Who's giving you that lunch break and that vacation? A white man. Who's sitting up there giving you your sick days? A white man. Who's also giving you that promotion? A white man. So whatever she's sitting up here saying, she doesn't even know what it is that she's even talking about, because she's not even in any of those circles or any of those areas at all. Because I'm trying to get people to understand is the only time submitting is seen as a negative thing is when it's towards a black man. When it's for any other race of man out here, it is not deemed as a negative thing. And that's what people don't even get. And that's what a lot of black women aren't even getting either. They've been brainwashed to think that, oh, the black man is the villain. He's the one that's trying to tear apart and dominate the black woman and tell her what to do and do all of this and do all of that and da 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 and all this other type of stuff. Right? When realistically, it was never black men who made any of these laws in America. We didn't make any of these laws. We have to literally, in a sense, follow the exact same rules that they have to follow as well. We have to sit up there and switch up appearances, switch up voices, and everything like that. We're literally walking the exact same line when it comes to getting a job, but yet you can't really sit up there and tell a lot of black women that, because it's at the point in time where black women literally look at black men as competition, when realistically that shouldn't even be the case. Like I said, a man is in competition with another man. A woman is in competition with another woman. At no point in time should those lines even be crossing. At no point in time should those lines even be crossing. And I'm going to repeat myself one more time for a lot of the people that's directly in the back that still want to go over that whole thing of like, oh, women can do anything that a man can do. Those lines should not be crossed. There's a multitude of videos that should also tell you why. There's a lot of UFC fights where women have fought men, lost. Other martial arts competitions where women lost. There is track races going on out here where men have been beating the brakes off of women who run track, taking any track record y'all got, smoking them, weightlifting, smoking them. So like I said before, this is why you have categories, and this is why those lines never cross. But yet, because women wanted to do the whole thing of we can do the same thing a man can do, here you go. Here you go. You don't open Pandora's box. Now you got to sit up there and deal with whatever's going to take place with that. But like I said before, so any women out there that want to sit up there and say that a man has to handle them, just remember, you're literally telling men that you're part of some of the most dangerous chemicals on this planet, because those are the only things that actually need to be handled with so much care, right? Where you actually need to have like a degree and all the safety set up in the world so that, the wrong things, just don't, happen. But I mean, I guess maybe they're right. Right? Modern day black women, you have to basically, go to college, right? You have to get a degree. You have to have all the safety work and the paperwork in order to properly handle, right, a modern day black woman, because of how toxic and how volatile they are, and how it's a potentiality that they are so lethal that they can go to and cause your severe illness and or death. Just my thoughts. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.